understand that today does not belong to you alone, because family, friends, sponsors, significant others, spouses, all played a part in getting you to this moment, and you should thank them. Along the way, you experienced many things. Some of you have had your hearts broken. Some of you experienced setbacks. Some of you persevered as single parents, and others have survived COVID-19. But all these things that happened along your higher education journey were meant to make you into the strong, resilient persons that you are today. These are the things that have helped to make your success even more rewarding, and I commend your hard work and your dedication. Furthermore, the motto you have selected, penned by the late famed tennis player Arthur Ashe, states that success is a journey, not a destination. But he didn't stop there. He continued by saying, the doing is often more important than the outcome. Of course, you are free to disagree with his statement. He maintains that focusing on the journey will shine a light on the other things you can get out of trying to reach your goals. It is along the journey that you grow physically, mentally, and spiritually. So do enjoy the journey to your successful career or your other life endeavors outside these walls. Secondly, don't go where the path may lead, but go where there is no path and leave a trail. Now I know it is easy to take the straight and well-traveled path, the path that is well known by everyone, the one your parents have traveled, the one your friends have chosen. But where is the fun in that? There are so many people who decided not to take the familiar, well-trodden path, and because of that have made new discoveries that we are all enjoying today. For example, over 100 years ago, the world's first insulin treatment was made right here in Canada at the Toronto General Hospital. Then in 1950, Dr. John A. Hobbs, a Canadian, developed the cardiac pacemaker. These inventions have saved many lives over the years, and there are many other Canadian inventions of which you can be justly proud. So I think we can safely say that these famous Canadian inventors decided that they were not going to go where the path may have led, but instead decided to go where there was no path, and they left a trail of goodies for us to enjoy in the 21st century. Graduates, you may have been tempted to follow the familiar path to gain wealth, to build barns, and to tear them down and build even greater ones, to satiate your souls in the languid Laodicean ease of self-sufficiency. The path that leads to a cushy job in a healthcare establishment, or technology field, or some other desirable field beckons to you and may well set you apart from ordinary people across the world. And I hope that some of you do get these good jobs and make a difference, like Daniel in Media Persia. Some years ago, at a Boston Celtic Games, the star player Larry Bird told his teammates to just place the ball in his hands and get out of his way. Well, the coach intervened and says, not so, Larry, I'm the coach around here. I give the instructions. And so the coach turned to the players and said, just put the ball in Larry's hand and get out of his way. I challenge you, graduates, to have enough faith to place your life in the hands of God. Get ego and self out of his way, and allow him to lead you where there is no path, that in time you too might leave your own trail, that on this untrodden path you might find opportunities to make good on your calling to serve God and to stir up the waters of the healing properties of life, so that the weak, the blind, the sick, and the halted people can step in for their moment of healing. Remember, class, the life-changing nurse or healthcare professional is not always the person whose name is called for special honors at some annual ceremony, but she or he is the one who quietly serves near life's shadows, and where human pain is greatest, and where human voices are silent, sometimes beyond their ability to simply say thank you. These are the ones who leave a trail. The greatest teacher is not always the most recognized teacher, but the one whose presence, more than the content, has such impact on the student that she or he will never be the same again. They have an impact when the cameras are off and priestly attire is not appropriate wear, but people's lives are often touched. Along the path not traveled, you will encounter moments where apparently insignificant lives are celebrated and where the struggling are invited to have a voice and to share their voice on the journey of life. So class, please go deeper than fame. Go deeper than wealth. Go deeper than human applause. These are too fleeting, too marginal and inconsequential for your priority or your mission. Be world changers, and might I challenge you to become trailblazers by taking the path not traveled. Finally, success is a many splendid thing. So I'm sure you will agree with me that success is a journey, not a destination, and that it is more than a good idea to not go where the path may lead, but to forge your own path. Still, let us remember that success is a many splendid thing. And what do I mean by this? I mean that success is full of magnificent features. This means that you can all be magnificent in many ways. First, seek God's plan for your life and seek His power to carry it out daily. Turn not to the right or to the left, but go forward, knowing that success is possible and central to your life. If you have mission, you will be pulled along. If you don't have it, you will be pushed along. And if you don't have vision, then you deserve more supervision. Believe me, mission does make all the difference. If you don't have it, the clouds will gather in your sky. Getting up will be a chore. Every challenge will appear daunting. Headaches and psychosomatic complaints may companion you. You need something to wake you up, graduates. That is why mission is crucial. Without mission, life is a small box, one in which you will live and never leave, one that will be your world and define the limits of your influence and your service. So graduates, today is a good time to consider breaking out of the box that others have built for you. Mission makes you bold, fearless. It makes you dream, not a passive rumination with your eyes closed when you're locked into REM sleep. No, not that. But the dream you have with your eyes wide open to human woe and anger, social ills, hopelessness, human pain and distress. Dream with your eyes open, as this is a pivotal moment for you, and I hope you will use the wings of your imagination to soar towards those things that are meaningful and sustaining and impactful in your world. So class of 2022, we have come to a time of disruption in our world. A disruption that has brought grief to some, financial difficulties to many, and enormous challenges to the daily lives of all of us. Still, I challenge you to join with all nations across the globe in a common endeavor, using the great advances of sciences and your instinctive compassion to heal. Class of 2022, go out and solve big problems like you know how to. Solve big problems in a small but significant way. Solve world problems. Solve the problem of war by standing against xenophobia, bigotry, unforgiveness, racism, and revenge, by affirming the dignity of all humans. Solve the problem of world hunger by sharing bread with those closest to you and for whom access is denied. Solve the problem of racial and ethnic divide by stepping across the dividing lines and embracing opportunities to get close to people who are different and exchange human value, appreciation, and learning, and do so without regard for the differences that are often used to divide many and to destroy authentic community. Solve the problem of ignorance and illiteracy by reading real stories to children and teaching them to read things that matter most, one child and one classroom at a time. Solve the problem of health disparity by ministering to each person as if he or she was a child of God, for that is who he or she is, made in God's image and deserving the highest care possible. Solve the problem of social disintegration by placing a high value on the social bonds of family living and make good on your investment to that end. Solve the problem of moral decay and depravity by holding high your value for God, truth, justice, and spiritual exercises that lead to a robust relationship with God. You can do it, class. Carpe diem, seize the day, with success in view, with sacrifice and hard work. Class of 2022, there are some people out there waiting for you, rooting for you, counting on you, and I have no doubt that they have prepared you well here at Burman for the challenges that lay ahead. So go with God, via con Dios, with perseverance and determination. Show love, and you may well discover what the Romans call amor genit amorem. Love begets love, and leave your mark on the sands of time. Let the world be a better place because you pass by. Keep God in your heart, and may he be your chart and compass. Remember, success is possible in many different ways. Indeed, success is a many splendid thing. Congratulations, class of 2022. God bless you.
We begin with the Certificate for Health Sciences. Egbert Victor Campbell, Elementary Education Cum Laude, Edry, Alberta. Wayne Elisha Clark, Elementary Education Macomb, Alberta. Bruce Louisiana, Secondary Education Clark Angelo Beaton, biology, biomedical track. And me, Alex Choi, biology cum laude in Seoul, South Korea. Raymond Cox, wellness in absentia, Benedict, British Columbia. David Shatonda Runge, Dennis Spunda with Reggie Abera. Richard Kenneth Gonzalez, biology, biomedical track, cum laude, Bolton, Ontario. Jocelyn Craig Windsor, psychology, Ontario. Marcella Megan Zodraga, psychology in absentia, Unoka, Alberta.
And cajoled and encouraged you along the way, those ripples that had touched you. Think about your experience on campus.